Everyone's pet hate, where to put your phone on an R172 SLK on SLC. I often put it here, in the cup holders, but sometimes it's no good. When you're driving around it flops around. Sometimes I put it here, in the door card, but same problem again. I mean, I could get a suction cap and put it on the windscreen and put the phone here, but I hate those, they just look so ugly. I've seen people get the stick-on ones on the dashboard. That's no good. I don't want to put marks on my dashboard or drill into it. I have a good solution. Hello everyone, it's Wilson here and a warm welcome back to my channel. In this how-to video today, I'll be showing you how to fit the Brodit ProClip bracket and a Brodit universal phone holder. Brodit is a Swedish company renowned for their quality device mounting solutions for phones, tablets, etc. So I'm not sponsored by them, by the way, I bought this myself. So this is the part number you require for a R172 SLK on SLC for right-hand drive. If you want a left-hand drive one, please check out the website for the correct part number. Apologies for the short interruption of this video. I want to announce that I'll be doing a free giveaway of this roof module for an R172 SLK 2011 to 2015. So this roof module is pre-programmed with the SLC firmware and coding, which allows extra functions not available on the SLK. You can watch the video in the link above or in the link in the description below, which explains the extra roof functions. So this is open to UK viewers only, I'm afraid. I will announce at the end of the video how to enter, and it's completely free to do so. Now back to the video. Inside the package comes this ProClip holder, which looks like this. So that simply clips onto the side of the panel and sticks on as well, which I'll show you shortly. Just bear in mind, this is a ProClip holder only. It's not actually a phone holder. You need to purchase a universal or a dedicated phone holder to attach it to it. I'll show you that shortly. Inside the package, you also have the alcohol wipe so you can clean the area where you're mounting to, and the instruction leaflet. When it comes to the phone holder, I purchased the Brodit universal phone holder. The part number is shown at the back. 511308 is the part number on their website. So the reason why I purchased the universal one, so as the name suggests, you can adjust those two screws, top and bottom, and adjust the width of the holder so it can fit various phones. I mean, you can buy the dedicated Brodit phone specific one, but obviously if you change your phone you have to get a new holder, so I suggest you get a universal one. I'll put a link in the description below of this unit where to purchase from on their website, and also a link for the actual ProClip as well. First things first, let's mount this phone holder onto the bracket itself, because they got some, I'll just show you closely, they got some pre-made holes. They're not through all the way, they're just kind of the holes to guide you where to screw the self-tapping screws, which are included with the phone holder. So first of all, you need to release the center screw, the Phillips screw in there, and then that released the bracket from the back from the holder, so you can screw that bracket onto the ProClip. I've done some basic measurements already, so I've put that bracket in that place there, and just to see where this phone holder best suits my requirement, so that you can see there's two different positions you can mount it. You can mount it at the bottom, this bracket, or at the top. And for me, for my liking, I like it at the bottom, so when I put my holder onto it, it's in the right height in that position there, which I'll show you later. So without further ado, let's put the 4 self-tapping screws and screw that into the bracket. Okay, so those 4 self-tappers are screwed in for this bracket. The next step is to give this area clean where the sticky pad's going to stick onto. So just bear in mind, the clip is not actually just stuck on, it's actually got a bracket that clips in between here and the back, and it hooks on into the fascia panel in the gap in here, which I'll show you shortly. So before I fill it permanently and get it stuck down, let me just show you roughly what needs to be done. So on this clip, you can see from the top, that area here where I'm pointing my finger there, there's a kind of like a right angle lip, you see that? So what you need to do is you need to hold this bracket and put it like 90 degrees So that lip, that straight edge, goes between this panel here. Maybe a bit difficult to see. Let me just push it in and I'll show you. So that pushes in, and then once you pushed it in, you kind of have to sort of move it away like that, push it away that direction, yeah, because that will now hook under that section there. It's a bit difficult to see, but then what you have to do is now you push the whole bracket backwards that way, and that clip will go behind that gap there, and then it sticks on. So I'll do it for real shortly and just show you how it's done, but that's the idea anyway. Okay, so let's peel off these blue backing stickers and get the sticky pad ready. Right, let's go for it. So you want to put it in this section here, in that 1 inch section, be here. Don't put it up there, because that's in the instructions actually says put it here. I'm not sure if you can actually mount it there, but it'll be too high, it'll be block the vents, so this is the perfect location. So right, let's just line her up. So the back end is pushed in now, I can see that, and then like I explained, just bend it this way, and then you have to kind of hold this bracket and sort of lever it behind. I'll just show you. So just show you a close-up. So that bit is in now, so like that, bend it back, and then you kind of have to sort of put your finger and then hold it and then hook it behind here. That's it. It's not hard actually, you just hold it and push it back, and that's in. And I'll just show you well, not a final position yet, because obviously I need to fit the front holder, but I'll show you the bracket from behind, from the top. There you go. That's how it should be mounted. So you can see it there. Lovely. So that didn't take long at all, probably 20 seconds. So yeah, let's finish it off, put the holder on, and then we could see what it looks like. Okay, so the universal Brodit holder is just a centre Phillips screws, which screws onto here. Right, I won't screw it on too tight yet, because you can swivel it. So let me adjust it, and then we'll go from there. Right, let's put my phone in and see what she looks like. So before you put your phone in, you need to adjust the width of these holders. So you loosen these 2 screws, top and bottom, there, and then you can adjust these side holders to your liking, and then just tighten it back up again. So I've done that already, and it fits my phone perfectly. Look at that. It will fit most phones on the market today. It goes anywhere from up to about 80 or 90 mil wide, so it's quite wide fit. So you shouldn't have any problem with this universal one. And you can swivel it around to your likings. I'm going to leave it about there. And you can still get to the buttons for the heated seats and the air scarf and everything else. And the good thing about it, it doesn't block the air vent, so that's just the perfect height for it as well. And I've also got, you probably watched my previous video, I've got the USB lead, which I installed for my CarPlay Apple Android unit. So I left that lead in the glove box, but I can leave it hanging out here, and I'll just show you. Normally I just leave it about there. You can still close the glove box because there's a gap there for the lead over there. And then I've got my USB charger coming out of there. Perfect. A nice OEM look. I love it. I should have done this 3 years ago. Job's a good one. Now the roof module giveaway, how to enter. So for UK subscribers and viewers only, leave a comment below why you bought your SLK and what you like about it. And also suggest what you want to see on my YouTube channel relating to Mercedes SLK or SLCs. I shall pick a winner on Sunday, the 14th of June 2026, and I'll announce it in the pinned comments below and shall be in contact in due course. Alternatively, if you don't want the roof module and you live close to me, you can always come down. I'll reprogram it via OBD instead, so it's your choice. Good luck everybody. Hope you all enjoyed this simple how-to DIY. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description below of this video of all the parts and where I purchased it from and the prices, etc. Please give me a like, share and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos of this nature. See you again soon, guys. Bye bye.